fertility is a weird thing for us to really think about because, you know, we're somewhat young. We're probably not expecting to really have children right now. We want to work on our finances and self-improvement first, right? But you may have heard of the statistic that men's sperm counts have decreased by 50%. Have you heard that before? Men's sperm counts. So sperm is like the thing that actually would go and make the baby. So we have the sperm, the woman has like the egg, the sperm fertilizes the egg. When we nut, there's like millions of sperm inside of each like time that we bust. And the idea is that you actually need like those millions inside because each one is absolutely tiny, like literally microscopic. Little, like the way that they look have been described as like there's a little head and like a tail. You can probably imagine what a sperm looks like. You've probably seen a picture somewhere. It's like a little head and a tail, right? This is really important. Our sperm is becoming deformed. I know this seems weird and I know this could seem a bit goofy or something, but this is actually... Just take this seriously for a second. Our sperm, the thing that our balls produce that's inside of like... You know, I'm not trying to like get demonetized, but you get what I mean, right? It's the thing that our balls produce that when we do ejaculate, that's what is unleashed. Our sperm is becoming deformed. 50% decrease in the last generation. This seems so hard for us to comprehend the problem of this. You know, we've heard the statistic. It doesn't seem to mean much. What this actually means is that that sperm that's supposed to have this tail and then the head, the reason why it's particularly shaped in a way is so that it can actually swim and get to the egg and it essentially impregnates the woman that you're with. When it's deformed, it can't swim right. And I know this seems like, you know, just weird to talk about. That's literally your son. That's literally like the start of your child. And our sperm is deformed to levels we've never seen before, that your sperm literally sometimes will have two heads. Your sperm, the tail will be bent or it won't have a tail. It seems weird to talk about this, right? Because it's some like microscopic thing that we've never actually seen, like, you know, real before, right? And we're not really expecting to have children right now. But imagine 10 years down the line from now. Imagine 5-10 years from now, you've done really well with your self-improvement. You've been working so hard. You've been on monk mode for multiple like months and years since then. Business has actually taken off. Career's doing really well. And you actually meet the woman that you genuinely think to yourself, like, she would actually be a great mother. And your family is supportive. And it's like, oh shit, like, it's actually time. And imagine the announcement you're going to make when genuinely you're going to become a father. When you get the positive test and you go for like the IV scan and you literally hear your child's heartbeat. Right now, this seems like some weird thing that we can't really imagine, but like there's going to be a time when you hear your child's heartbeat inside of your woman. And then imagine if you hear screams from the toilet. And your wife's shit blood everywhere. And it turns out that she's actually had a miscarriage. And a miscarriage essentially means that she was pregnant, but the baby died inside of her. Miscarriages happen for many reasons, but they're becoming a lot more common, like literally women who get pregnant and the baby dies inside of them. And oftentimes, if it's late enough in the pregnancy and the baby's big enough, your woman needs to give birth to it still. Like literally give birth to a baby that she knows has already died. I've only seen this with one woman. And I've seen her break down in like a primal cry. And maybe the reason why this could happen to any one of us in the future is because our sperm's all fucked up, but it just ended up impregnating the egg. And that was maybe why. I know this is like something weird and serious to think about, but like, you know, we're quite young right now. We're not really expecting to have children right now, but like, there's going to be a time when we want to have children. And the smart men think long term, don't they? The smart men, if you want to be successful in your business or in career or whatever it is, you think long term. And so we should be thinking 5-10 years down the line, making sure that we are like fit and like we have our sexual health so that we then can actually go and have children should we want them. And if you're unsure, if right now you're thinking I'm not really sure anything, but like if I want to have kids in the future, wouldn't you rather give your future self the choice? Wouldn't you rather, so that he can actually think, yeah, sure, do I want kids or not? Rather than thinking like, yeah, right now I don't really want them, it'd be a distraction. So yeah, if my sperm is kind of messed up, it doesn't even matter because then that means I can't get some random girl pregnant. Okay, yes, I understand what you're saying. But is there like a 5% chance that in 5-10 years your future self would probably want to have children? Is there a 5% chance that you'll want to have kids at some point in the future? Probably.